Welcome to the right renovation. Keep motivated and stay on board. Okay, so we made a start on the bathroom ceiling. What you tend to find with these renovations is you start uncovering one little thing, you end up uncovering 10. So yeah, tapped the plaster on the ceiling, it's all loose. So I've tapped off all the loose plaster and I came to this extraction fan. It's absolutely, yeah, vile sort of thing. The pipe wasn't connected, so I think it was a bit of a miss when it was going up. But upstairs it's got an inline fan. So on one of the joists is a big fan, sucking fan, that just runs a pipe down to it and then runs a pipe out the eaves. But we have this little beauty, which is an RS, like a thermostat if you like. And when this heat comes on in the bathroom, it switches the fan on. Now I was wondering whether to keep that and actually just put a normal fan in, but the fan upstairs in the loft seems pretty good. I'm going to keep that. I bought a new pipe because that looks full of rubbish. I'm going to keep this because I think that might be a good little thing. So when you have a shower, the heat comes on, the fan comes on. When it goes down, it goes off. So I quite like that. I'm going to get rid of this. I'll probably just disconnect them wires, make the wire good. I'm supposed to activate the light, so does the light come on when the fan comes on? I'm not too sure. But I bought a couple of new lights because that's the old filament bulb type. So I bought 2 LED domes for bathrooms, quite cheap from Screwfix, about 17 quid each. So I'm going to put 2 lights in here, probably one where that is now and maybe one over the sink, or I might spread them out a little bit, get they look a bit too close. I might put one over the sink and move this one back a touch. So yeah, so we're getting there. I put a little bit of flooring down to start, just so I could get in. As you can see, that's all the plaster that's come down. It's a messy job. The shower does work, by the way. I put my mole grips on that side and twisted it yesterday and got blasted in the face by water, so it's a shame that one's on video. But yeah, everything seems to be working all right. Getting a good amount of hot water, decent pressure, which I'm glad about, because we're having a rainfall shower coming off that wall there and down onto the cubicle. So yeah, I'm just off to fetch a pipe, a couple of lights, and a new vent, because obviously that is the vent cover that's hanging down, as well as the light. So I bought a new vent cover. It's only a £5 Screwfix, so that'll finish the job off nice. And I need to find something to fill this ceiling, just to make it look right. The rest of it's not bad. The rest of it's just gonna sand up. We'll get that sorted. So yeah, I want to get all the roof done. Pointless doing anything else till that's all done, because you're going to be working above everything. No point in that. We'll get the ceiling done, painted, the lot. So watch this space. Well, it's been quite a productive day today. Not really filmed any of it. I've just had to kind of crack on. There wasn't a lot for you to see, but I'll show you what I've done. We've put the first bit of floor down just to test that all the pipes are fine. I had to leave it there because I know the shower drain is going to, there's the 1000, it's going to come around here, so I'm hoping the drain falls here or here, but we'll deal with that when we come to it. I've done some pipe work. As you can see with the cold, I've come round, gone up there to spur off for the sink, and I've spurred off down there to a flexible hose for the toilet. So I've got my toilet back up and running. Drain, I cut the drain obviously. That boss there, what they call a boss, it's like a collar that goes round, and it's what you can, once you drill a hole in the main waste, you put your boss over, the right size boss, 40mm, and it clips round and you seal it. It's very loose, it's not good at all. So I think once the shower comes and I need to know where the drain's going, I'll clean all that pipe off, put a new boss on there and a new pipe in, and that'll all be spot on. So yeah, I've also been in the loft. Horrific up there. It's an old loft, so there's no lining under the tiles, so it tends to send all the stuff up there black, you know, all the insulation, and it's awful and dusty, horrible. But it's got a great inline extractor pump up there, screwed to one of the rafters, and the pipe goes outside at the side of the house. But this pipe I put in there, the one I replaced was awful, it was absolutely minging. So I put a brand new pipe in, put a new light up, it's only temporary that, they're a nice little light. These LEDs are from Screwfix, about 16 quid. And I ordered 2, but they could only had 1 in stock. So while I was in the loft, I rewired everything up there because the wiring was terrible. Sorted all the wires out, used the proper Wago connectors and everything. Just dropped the live, neutral and earth through for that light, and I obviously spurred off that light to there, drilled a hole through the roof because I want one just above the sink as well. So I think I need 2 lights in here because it's a bit of a dingy one. Although it's quite bright with one, but I think that second one's just going to make it nice and bright, make it feel bright. So yeah, that's what we've done today. I've just got to find something to skim that with. Don't really want to use plaster thistle if I can help it. There's other stuff on the market now you can buy in smaller tubs because I don't need a huge amount. Just to skim that, feather it in best I can, because I ain't no plasterer, like I ain't no plumber. But my welding's gone well again today, no leaks. First attempt that was, no leaks at all, which is always a good sign I suppose. Next job I suppose is to get that filled. I think the other light's coming tomorrow, so I can temporarily put that up. But get that filled, then I want to get the whole ceiling painted, filled in so it's looking tickety-boo, new pull cord on there. Like I say, I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to put it on the roof, so it looks better. Yeah, and we'll see where we go from there. So please join me on the next one. Thank you. So, when I said that the boss, which is this, which was attached to the stink pipe or the waste pipe. I've got a stink pipe because it does stink, especially when you got these off. It was an absolute waste of time. I mean, that was how much sealant was on it. It's clogged up. It's just kind of filthy. And this is a bad design there. I looked at it and thought, once there's all this down, do I want anything leaking? For what it was, I think it was £5 for 3 metre length of piping. It's £1 a joint. It's not going to cost me nothing to replace. I had a Boss in the garage, but I didn't have the right insert for it because you can get different rubber inserts for them. These, they go in there. You can either get a 32 or obviously a 40. So I had to go and get a 40mm insert for it. But as you can see, it's a hell of a job to get it round there because there's just no room down the side to get the strap round. But this one's better because it's got like a screw fastener on it. So what I've done is I put it on and put a bit of a washer in it. Didn't particularly work. It was leaking out the bottom, as was the first one. So I don't know how long that's been leaking down there, but I've got that on and I've siliconed all the way around inside and got a nice tight fit. So that should, when it's gone off, be fine. Fingers crossed. So all we're going to do now is just do the rest of the waste pipe. So, it's great stuff this is. I like it. This one's Aquaflow pipe. And there's somebody at the door, would you believe it? I'll be right back. That's the shelf gone. That was on well. Don't get you in the shop. All my glue's leaking out. What a mess. So, amateur hour today, as normal. But who cares? Still getting the job done. Get plenty on. Don't want them leaking. They set rock hard, these do. Once you're welded on, that's it, you're all welded on. So get that as it should be. Make sure they go all the way in and meet up. What I've done is on the end of here, I didn't need it to be that long, but this it's like extendable drain. Just a simple fact, to find my drain and be able to locate it into the underside of the tray, you need a bit of flexibility. You can buy little like knuckles with just a little bit of this in to so you've got some movement when it's in, because obviously this is all going to be rigid when it's in there. So that will go in there, that's going to go in there, then my drain will be somewhere around there, which I bought a shallow one for, so we're not too bad. So that will go in there, and we'll have a little pipe joining them two together on the screw fit. Then I've got enough movement to get me draining, so that should be fun. And obviously this bit just pushes into the boss, and I'll weld it into there. So we've done the rest of the piping for the hot and cold. It all looks a relatively neat job. I've still not had a leak, so I'm still impressed with my work. I'm sure the plumbers out there having a giggle, but that's fair play. They make it look so easy. But I've run some water through all the pipes, so I think it should make sure there's no crap in there and everything. So I just dropped a couple of tails on and turned the isolating valves on and run some water through. Everything's fine. So yeah, so next we'll do, once that's all in, I'm going to put some flooring down. Got my new light, so that's what we'll do. We'll get some flooring down and we'll do that. So thanks again. Probably be on the shower tray tomorrow. Day's dragging on. It's been a busy day doing everything. Join me tomorrow. We'll get some flooring in and see where we go. Might even get the shower tray in. That's going to be fun. I've looked at all different ways of doing it. There's all different people saying you shouldn't do this, you should do that. So I'm going to lay it on some tile adhesive. I think that's best rather than sand and cement. I don't like the idea of that. And they talk about you've got to have full support, but then you can put a leg kit under them where you're just in 6 places. That's not full support, and they're fine. So I'm going to bed it down on some tile adhesive, and I can get it bang on level then in the place where my drain is. Happy days. Okay, so in summary, we have removed the sink, removed all the pipe that used to run around there. That's all gone. Re-pipe the toilet, so my flexible hose just goes through there, and then it taps down onto the water pipe there that we've ran through. So I'm going to do that in another video. That's all done now and in, ready for the taps. Don't know how they go in, but I've just put them isolates on anyway. A new boss down there, because the old one was horrible, and just need to get a flexible bit of a join there, just so I can get that bob on level. Runs up now, it's going to run to there. The drain on the shower is about there, so that's perfect. I could just run to that. Cleared all the crap out the abyss, because even I was throwing things in there at one point, and I thought, why? This was actually a blooper, because I was doing a video of me putting all this together using the solvent weld and what have you, and but we had a bit of a blooper because I had the camera resting on this glass shelf and it fell off, and the camera went smashing to the ground. My coffee went everywhere, the solvent weld was everywhere, so I've just clearing up for the last hour. But I want to get all the ceiling done, painted. Been and bought some bathroom paint today. Get the other light up, that's come. We'll be on that. But I need to just get some flooring down to be able to stand to do that. So we'll drop that bit down, we're going to get dead level. I've got some like loft boarding for there, which I can get all in. Then it's safe for me to get on and crack on with this. So let's see what happens. Thanks for joining me. Please hit that subscribe if you're with us first time to the channel today. Hit that like button and also hit the bell just to get every video if you want to carry on my journey, because it will be a long journey. You think we've been at it a couple of weeks now. I moved in on the 5th, so yeah, we've been at it 3 weeks. Not achieved that much, but a lot more than I thought would. But join me on my journey. Thank you. Okay, that's the floor down. Not too bad a job. I've had to put spacers under it. You probably didn't pick that up off the time lapse. Yeah, it's a bit low from this point. Seems to dip down a bit. So I've built that up a touch. I've had to build this joist up, and I've had to build them up to level it up with that. So I've had the spirit level on it. Have a little look. I'm more interested round where the shower is. It's about bang on, you know. I'm reasonably happy with that. All the pipe work's in now. Obviously I've got to do the drain, but I'm not doing the drain till the put. So I'm not going to screw any of this down yet. I've marked up the lines where the joists are. Obviously I put there's no screws to go in any of that, because that's where the copper and the waste is. Same across there. The rest is good. We're going to get plenty of screws in them when we do it. I think the next job now is to board all this up down to the floor. There. And we do need some to go up there as well. And on top of the tiles to bring it to tile level, so we can tile over the top. Okay guys, there was a bit of a time lapse there. I don't know how good you can see. It's hard filming in a little small area, and like I said, I'm new to this, but I've boarded up everything that needs to be boarded up down there. It ain't pitch perfect, but it don't need to be, because this is all going to get tiled over. Only thing is, because I've got this, I've got the recess here, so what I'm going to have to do is, because I've got such a job lot of these tiles, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, they're hundreds by hundreds, they're a nice grey, grey's in now. And I've got about 900 of them. Lovely old bloke. Had them in his cellar and he just said, I want rid of them, Chris, do you want them? So I'm going to just temporarily tile that to bring everything up to level. Look at the bottom of the plasterboard there, that's brought up to level. And then I've got a tile all the way up there because there's a little recess in there. Then we can look at getting the shower tray in and the waste. Get all that in position. Then I can get the shower tray sealed to the walls. I don't know what we'll do that bit down there yet. Not quite sure. We'll see what we can do. Might have to fill that up with something. We'll see. Might put a noggin of wood in there actually. Just tile over that. Nobody's ever going to see it again. I don't think so. So yeah, we've got his pipes nicely coming up there now. Got his drain waiting for us there. Sink's just been delivered. Nice corner sink to go in there. I think I had a change of heart from last time I spoke to you, but yeah, gone for a corner sink that faces, goes across there. So it's like facing out to you as you walk into the bathroom. And I think that'll give the illusion of a bit more space as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it all in. Yeah. So I was going to do the ceiling today, but change of heart. I think I've got a tub of ready mixed tile adhesive which I never use. I got it off, I think it came with the tiles actually, with these. So I'm thinking I'm going to use that because I don't need a lot to bring these up to level. And as long as they stick, and you know they're good, I can check them once they've gone off that they're all good and solid. Then I'll use the proper adhesive for all my tiles to put the whole lot together. So yeah, stay on board. So as you can probably see, I've once again changed my mind, which is par for the course. I stood back and thought, well, I've still got some of this plasterboard left, it's the right thickness, I might as well fill these voids with the extra plasterboard, make it a bit neater, it's a lot quicker, but yeah, changed my mind. A couple of changes of plan today. I hope they're quite a thick frame to go round the stink pipe, but that didn't work. It was just too bulky for my sink to go in that corner. But that sink is going to fit in there perfect. Now, so I plasterboarded up. As you can see, it's not secured in place yet. I'm going to adhesive down this side, plasterboard to the wall, and obviously fix the other side around there. So yeah, is going to look tasty. I like it. When that's tiled, I'm coming from here, this corner, all the way around the alcove, up and out, and we're stopping there. So all of the wet area, as such, which will be the sink and the shower, which is going in there, will all be tiled. And then we're gonna have all this wallpaper off, make the walls good. We're gonna bathroom paint this nice brilliant white. It should really bring up the colours. And I think with the grey tiles, I think we're gonna have a nice little contrast there. We'll see. So yeah, my next job, finish off that boxing in, get the, now I'm not gonna get the sink in place because I need to tile, then put the sink in place. But that's all there, the waste is there. Like I said, I've now got it poking out, which is great. So I can cut my plasterboard around that and tile around it. Just have it coming up straight into my bottle trap. I think this next job, little skim on that, temporary fix the light, that one's only temporary fix, pull it down, sand all the ceiling, then I'm going to paint it with bathroom paint. Then I will get the shower tray down, cut the drain out, make sure the drain's in, secure the shower tray to the walls on a bed of tile adhesive, because all this is bob on level now. Now I've used spacers to level it all up, shims to level it all up. All it needs now is screwing down. I'm not going to do that, obviously I need to get my drain in, and I need to check all that's working fine. Good morning everybody, we're back in the bathroom and it's floor day. Getting the shower tray in, obviously I need to get the drain in first, which is what I've just finished doing actually. Got my drain, and like I said, I'm going to put it on a flexi so it's easier to line up. And just down at the end, I wasn't happy how that was going into the new boss on the drain. So I bought just a little flexible, about 4 or 5 quid. So it can just give, you can see, it just gives me that slight angle to turn into the boss, because the boss was cut out horrifically. Couldn't really do much about it, so I had to follow exactly where it was pointing, sort of thing. So that's just giving me that little kink just to get me flush, so the rubber's in flush and everything. Yeah, I'm just going to test it for leaks. So I've got some water there, I'm just going to put it down the drain, put that the drain at the right height, get it in, make sure it's all running off all right, no leaks, happy days. I get the floor screwed down and get the shower tray on. Get that set on some adhesive all around the edges to get it stuck to the wall, and happy days. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so let's get some water down this thing. Fingers crossed. So, bring the drain up to about the height it's going to be. And that's draining away nicely. You can see the rate of water I'm putting in there. That is flowing away very nicely. Looks good. 40mm pipe straight in to a down drain, so as soon as it goes down there, I think rule of thumb is from plumber parts, he's brilliant, watch him if you're going to watch somebody about plumbing. He says about a 5mm drop on each joist to get a decent run off, and it, you know, with a 40mm pipe it should be, and I've got that. Yeah, I'm down about a good 15mm compared to this one, so now it's running off. I've got a little drop in the flexible. You see that's going to be about there, so I've not got the best drop in the world from that, but it doesn't matter because it's going to go down. It slightly drops on the flexible and then it'll run off down that 40mm. So happy days. All my pipes are still good, we've soldered up. So I'm going to drop the floor down now, thinking I don't need to be back under here again. Use the spirit level on the job. Nice, spot on. Spot on. Right, from all different angles. I've got some floor on this wicked. Absolutely spot on. I think it's quite critical you get it pretty spot on, but when we put the tray on, it is going on a bed of tile adhesive, so I will be obviously tapping down again the tray perfectly level. It does have a natural fall on it to the drain, obviously. That's within the drain, it's set to drop down, so if you get your drain as level as possible, you can't really go wrong. Screw the floorboard down first, get all them secure. I'm going to drop the tray in, get the drain connected up. No way I can check if that's leaking, strangely enough, because there isn't. And I know that this has been leaking for a long time, and just to the right there is the kitchen ceiling, and it's been leaking for years through the kitchen ceiling. So I'm assuming if I get any leak here, it's going to follow the same rule and it'll come through the ceiling. But I can't see, the only thing that could leak is this joint, the underneath of the tray. But if we get it on right, get it nice and tight, I can't see it's having a problem. We'll see. So here we go, I'm screwing down the floorboards, I'm pulling the drain up into position, dropping the shower tray on and connecting the drain. What did I forget? I forget to stick down the shower tray. So in a way, I suppose it was like a dry run of connecting the drain up, and yeah, it fitted perfect. So got the drain in, seems to fit fine. I've not used any silicone, you can see. But curiosity got the better of me because I don't want that leaking. So for the sake of just multi-tooling up a little bit of floorboard in there, I can obviously get access to see under, feel with my hand. I put loads of water down it, put water all around the edge of it, as it's sitting on there, nothing going through. There is a little ridge in between the collar and the shower there, so I am going to drop tonight when I finish, when there's no dirt, a little bit of clear silicone just in that little ridge, just to make perfect sure it's safe, but safe and dry, because the last thing you want is anything going through there. So now I'm going to silicone the tray to the wall. I might even then look at boxing in this, which I've started, as you saw from one of my last videos. I've got it all ready, just need to slot it in place because it's only about 10mm short of the height. I'd take it apart to get it out of my way so we get the floor up, but I can put it all back in and get that in. Then once my tray's in and secure, I can then start tiling. We are going to tile from where the tray is all the way around to this corner. I'm going to stop here. That'll be like the wet area then, because the sink's going in the corner, shower there, extractor up there, new light, blah blah blah. Jobs are good, you just look when the plan comes together. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I think I missed off the last video about putting tile adhesive under the shower tray. Sorry, I got lost in thought there, I was thinking something else. Sorry. I'm just going to seal in that drain like I said I would. I've checked it, it doesn't leak, but just that bit of fail safe. I've got a good thick bead of clear silicone getting the tray to the walls. Obviously I put it on an 8mm bed of tile adhesive. Got that so it's nice and level. I've run water on it, it does run off, it runs downhill as it naturally would from the thing. It's on lovely and level, can't fault it. So all I'm going to do is just drop a little bead of silicone in this ridge between the tray. And then I'm going to need my glasses on for this, because it just seems to be getting harder and harder to see nowadays. All I want is just a little thin bead. I don't want to get messy and have lots and lots of sealant everywhere. Just want a nice little bead round. Okay, so that's good. Obviously I won't need that to go off now, so I don't want to really be touching it or anything like that. I've got to do the ceiling. I have to lean over a bit. I was going to do that before, but I just wanted to get this in and sealed. Time's pressing on for me. I'm fed up with going to my mum's for a shower. I need to be taking this off and sealing it up so I can get my tiles on. Oh, getting rid of all that. I've got a new one. Got a new one of these. I'm going to be using these to fit it in because they're just standard fittings. So I need to get all that off. Then I need to start tiling. Obviously from, you know, I'll start probably down there, work my way up, and I'm going to go all the way around to the thingy. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is finish boxing this in so I can, when I start tiling it, it's all done. Got a bit of boxing in done. The plasterers are going to love me looking at that, but only tiling on it. I'll put some sealant, some grab adhesive all about there because I've got a nice bit of cement to adhere onto. My gourds aren't the best, but I'll tell you something, they're all dead equal in width, and the plumb is bob on. So if you want to have a look, and that was the most important thing to me, was getting it bob on. Because tiling is a lot easier if everything's kind of bob on. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. So that is all ready for tiling. So the whole thing really, I can't really get you. It's so small, this bathroom. Yeah, the tray's in, as you know, sealed all around that. Perfect, doesn't leak. Sealed all around that tray. That's good. Everything's now level. I think my next job is to get rid of this lot, and try and find some way of just capping them for the moment. Then I'm gonna get some filler that I bought, some 2Prep Easy Skin. It's ready mixed. Yeah, it's ready mixed, I think. Yeah. And I'm just gonna trial a bit on there and get it feathered in, so you can't really see any of that. See, the ceiling's not straight up there. Might chuck a little bit of filler in there while I'm at it. Yeah, I don't need to put that light up. I'll bring that light down anyway. Then we're pretty much ready to tile the whole lot. So join me on that journey.